power lies in our ability to direct our life story with every choice and every thought that we have. Welcome to the Love Your Story podcast. Today we are talking about the 21 Life Connection Challenges, 21 life hacks that have been set up to help you connect, to help you take care of you, and to create possibility in your life, and to fight off this disconnection and doldrums and anxiety that has been so heavy on us that COVID has created, and that this disconnect of us all staying in our homes has created. This series of podcasts that's highlighting the challenges one by one was made to give you background on why each of the challenges was included, to help you understand more deeply about the challenge, the concept itself, and then to give you ideas on implementing it. These episodes are there to support you as you go in and try these life hacks. They're simple challenges, but they create these big aha moments and leave you with some great tools to play with. How do I know this? Because I'm watching people inside these groups doing these challenges, and every single day people are commenting and saying thank you for all of the experiences they're having. Today, we focus on challenge number 14, 22 minutes of focus. That's what it's called. This one is about getting off the couch, getting that stone, rolling down the mountain, that push that starts the momentum. You will love this life hack. It's one of my favorites.
Stories are our lives in language. Welcome to the Love Your Story podcast. I'm Lori Lee, and I'm excited for our future together of telling stories, evaluating our own stories, and lifting ourselves and others to greater places because of our control over our stories. This podcast is about empowerment and giving you, the listener, ideas to work with in making your stories work for you. Story power serves you best when you know how to use it.
Challenge 14 is to choose one of the projects in your life that you have been putting off and devote 22 minutes of time to focus on that project. Set the timer and then rock and roll. I have 2 words for you. This is about time blocking and momentum. Back in 2016, I was fresh into the idea of learning how to podcast. When I was setting up the Love Your Story podcast, I had to learn how to do everything, how to use the equipment, organize the content, find my way through the mountain of to-dos. And I would get stuck. I would get stuck because of overwhelm. This past year in 2020, when I was creating the group style platform for the 21 challenges, it was more of the same. I hit that same wall. There's so much to do, to plan, to organize. And I'd wake up some mornings filled with anxiety and not sure where to start. And I'd end up pushing those things, especially the things I didn't want to do. And mostly because I wasn't sure how to do them, but I pushed them to the bottom of the list. So when I can see this happening, because this is a pattern with me, and I think it is for most people, but I know that for me, when it happens, the only thing I can do is to time block. Instead of feeling like if I jump into a project, I'm going to get lost and never come out again if it's a big one, or fearing that I'm going to be in this pain of uncharted territory indefinitely, I break my time into chunks. I know this is not a new idea, but this is a reminder, because it is a life hack that you can use over and over. So I will work on X for 30 minutes, and I will work on Y for 20 minutes, and then I will work on Z for 45 minutes. And this helps me wade in, get going. For some reason, that out on the other side of my timer gives me solace. Today's challenge is to choose something that you've been putting off, something on that pile of things to do. Is it a work deal? A garage that needs cleaning, a bill that needs dealing with, a conversation that needs to happen? Is it an idea that needs your complete attention to work through it? Give it a moment, and that thing that you need to do will come to you. Now, get things set up, and then set your timer for 22 minutes and jump all in. I want to share some examples from one of our recent challenge groups. Bernadette said, I totally blew this one. I decided to spend some time on family history. I set the timer, started my task, and the timer went off in due course. But 3.5 hours later, I was still making great progress. Hey, this is a great example of momentum. Sometimes when the ball gets rolling, that 22 minutes doesn't matter anymore. We just needed the momentum. Honestly, I think that's the beauty of the challenge. Male said, I'm a self-proclaimed organized person. My house is tidy. Everything in the house has a place or what I call a home, or it doesn't get to stay long. However, over the past 11 years, I've held on to baby items from both of my children, and now it's time to start purging the baby tote items. I used my 22 minutes to reorganize and pass along 3 totes worth of baby clothes. Some will go to a girlfriend expecting a baby girl in February, and the other stack will go to a Guatemalan humanitarian project. It feels good to know that everything I pulled from those totes will for sure be used by other little babies. Loved this time challenge. Helped me start a big project by allowing me a bite-sized, predetermined amount of energy that I had to devote. I will be adopting this one again soon. Lori said, and this is not me, this was another Lori, quote, I had emptied a box yesterday, mostly paper, had it sorted on my craft table. Last night, I washed my mailbox dividers to be ready for this challenge. I put the timer on after taking a before and after picture, or my before picture, and then I put together the mail slots and put in the paper according to topic. I got about a third of the way through it and went a few minutes over. I'm not done yet, but I'm making progress. Another example, Haley said, quote, I just completed this one. It was great to feel that intentional drive and to stay on task because time was ticking. My kitchen corner has been an eyesore that was bugging me and really annoying my organized husband. It took me 35 minutes, but I got it all done. You should have seen the before and after pictures. As you do this challenge, you're going to discover a couple of things. One, it's so much easier when you know you have an out. 2, sometimes once we get started and get the momentum going, we don't need the out and we can keep rolling. And 3, when it's done and you've either exited at 22 minutes or finished the thing, you will feel accomplished, proud at having made progress, and so relieved to have something off that pile of things that was just haunting you. And it might even be a fun new life hack that you decide to use over and over. I know I do. This challenge, like all the challenges, is more than it appears on the surface. Momentum is a powerful force, and learning tricks of the trade to help you ease into the things you're resisting can make all the difference. Work smart, people. I'll bet that this life hack will become a favorite. Your challenge for the week is to take this challenge. Order your book off Amazon so that you can get into all the life hack challenges and start recording your experiences in the book. At the end of each challenge, there's a space to record your experience and how it works for you. And those recordings are going to be a jumble of stuff. Sometimes there's resistance. And by processing all of that and writing out that section, your experience becomes a lot more self-aware, a lot more interesting, and a lot deeper.
This show is brought to you by the 21 Challenges group platform. If you are a leader of a group, any type of group, book club, network marketing, employee group, a youth group, a friend group, and you're in need of a fun, fresh, positive way to connect during this disconnected time, we've got an online program that'll create fun, stretching connection and engagement with your team. Your team will get a fully immersive platform for the 21 challenges and weekly coaching with Lori Lee as we spend 3 weeks creating awesome possibility. LoveYourStoryPodcast.com and look for the group link.
Thanks for being here. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the newest life hack tip. Live intentional and fearless, people. You've got this.